This kind of work sharpens his agility, letting him change direction in an instant, something that's crucial when a rally picks up pace or an opponent tries to wrong-foot him. It's not just about speed, though that's a big part of it. It's about control, about being able to stop on a dime and set himself up for the next shot without losing balance. The way he moves, you can see how it helps him stay in rallies longer, turning defense into offense with a flick of his wrist and a well-timed lunge. On the court, Tabilo's movement is fluid, almost effortless looking, though anyone who's tried it knows the effort it demands. He's not just running around aimlessly, he's reading the game, anticipating where the ball's headed, and positioning himself to strike. The drills he does sharpen that instinct, training his muscles to react faster than his mind can fully process. When he's darting to the baseline or shuffling sideways to cover the angles, it's like he's dancing with the court itself. Every step calculated yet instinctive. This kind of preparation means he's rarely caught out of position, even against players who love to mix up their shots. The way he covers the court is a direct result of this focus. He's not one of those players who relies solely on power or a big serve to get by. Instead, he's everywhere. Back at the baseline 1 second, charging the net the next. His feet are always working, adjusting, keeping him in the sweet spot where he can unload on a forehand or whip a backhand down the line. It's exhausting just to watch, but for Tabilo, it's second nature. The training gives him the stamina to keep that up, point after point, without letting fatigue creep in and dull his precision. What's fascinating is how this work translates into his overall game. When he's got his feet under him, his shots have more bite. There's a solidity to them that comes from being perfectly planted. He's not stretching or lunging awkwardly because he's already there, ready to strike. Opponents might try to pull him wide or drag him into a grueling baseline battle, but his movement lets him hang in there, turning what could be a weakness into a strength. It's not uncommon to see him chase down a drop shot, then recover in time to smack a winner past a stunned rival. The court becomes his playground because of how he moves. He's not just reacting, he's dictating. A quick shuffle to the left, a burst forward, and suddenly he's the one putting pressure on, forcing the other guy to scramble. It's a chess match played at breakneck speed, and his footwork is the piece that keeps him 2 moves ahead. Even when he's on the defensive, he's never truly out of it. His legs keep him in the point, buying time until he can flip the script. Tennis is a sport that demands multi-directional movement, quick changes in direction, and the ability to generate force rapidly. Unlike linear sports such as sprinting, tennis relies heavily on the transverse plane of motion, rotation. Every forehand, backhand, and serve involves a complex sequence of rotational movements originating from the hips, transferring through the core, and culminating in the upper body and racket. For Tabilo, a left-handed player with a naturally whippy forehand and a solid two-handed backhand, rotational power is the engine behind his ability to hit with depth, spin, and pace. Rotational power exercises target the muscles responsible for twisting and turning, particularly the obliques, transverse abdominis, glutes, and hip rotators. These muscle groups are critical for stabilizing the body during high-speed swings and transferring energy efficiently from the lower body to the upper body. Tabilo's decision to focus on this type of training aligns with the demands of modern tennis, where players must combine strength, speed, and endurance to outlast and outhit their opponents. By honing his rotational power, Tabilo ensures that his shots are not only forceful but also sustainable over long rallies and grueling matches. Moreover, rotational power training enhances injury prevention, a key consideration for a professional athlete like Tabilo, who competes year-round. Tennis places significant stress on the spine, hips, and shoulders due to repetitive twisting motions. Strengthening the core and rotational muscles helps protect these vulnerable areas, reducing the risk of strains or overuse injuries. For Tabilo, staying healthy and maintaining peak performance are as important as winning matches, making this training focus a strategic investment in his career longevity. The benefits of rotational power exercises extend far beyond injury prevention. They directly translate to on-court performance. First and foremost, this training enhances Tabilo's ability to generate explosive power in his shots. Exercises like medicine ball rotational throws, cable wood choppers, and landmine twists mimic the kinetic chain involved in a tennis swing. By strengthening the connection between his lower body, core, and upper body, Tabilo can unleash greater racket head speed, resulting in faster, heavier shots that challenge his opponents. Another key benefit is improved coordination and agility. Rotational exercises require precise timing and body awareness, qualities essential for reacting to fast-paced rallies and adjusting shot angles on the fly. For Tabilo, whose game often features sharp cross-court angles and deft drop shots, this heightened coordination allows him to execute his shots with greater accuracy and consistency. The dynamic nature of these exercises also boosts his ability to recover quickly between points, maintaining his footwork and positioning even under fatigue. Additionally, rotational power training strengthens Tabilo's core stability, which is crucial for maintaining balance during off-balance shots or defensive scrambles. A strong core acts as an anchor, enabling him to hit with authority even when stretched wide or lunging for a ball. This stability also contributes to his serve, a shot that relies heavily on rotational torque to generate spin and pace. By integrating these exercises into his routine, Tabilo builds a foundation that supports every aspect of his game, from offense to defense. Finally, the mental edge gained from this training cannot be overlooked. Knowing that his body is primed to deliver powerful, precise shots boosts Tabilo's confidence on the court. This psychological advantage can be the difference in tight matches, where belief in one's physical capabilities often determines the outcome. He understands that a strong core is essential for everything he does during a match. Whether he's chasing down a drop shot or unloading on a forehand, that stability and strength come from the work he's been doing off the court. He's often seen dedicating time to these exercises, focusing on building the kind of foundation that lets him move quickly and hit with precision. Tabilo's routine isn't something he broadcasts with a lot of fanfare, but those close to his training know he's consistent. He's not the type to skip a session just because he's tired after a long day of practice or travel. That discipline has been paying off, especially as he climbs the rankings and takes on tougher opponents. His ability to stay balanced and explosive, even late in a match, shows how much those workouts matter. Coaches and teammates have noticed it too. His endurance and control have a lot to do with the time he invests in himself. For Tabilo, it's not just about looking good or keeping up appearances. It's about performance, about being able to compete at the highest level and hold his own against the best. The effort he puts into his core is one piece of a bigger puzzle, but it's a piece he doesn't overlook. As he keeps pushing forward in his career, that dedication is something fans and rivals alike can see in every swing he takes.